scuba diving is a sport, just like football or basketball, and with that there's equipment or gear that you need. So one piece of gear is it's a tank that has air in it, and that's the air that you breathe. This is called a buoyancy control device, and you put weights in it and also air. This hooks on to the tank, and there's several different gauges. There's a regulator that you breathe out of, primary and secondary. This goes into your BCD, the air can inflate, and a dive computer. And then there's fins, which help you swim, and also a mask. Okay, now I have all the equipment on, so I'm going to talk a little bit about this piece of equipment right here called the buoyancy control device. So if you want to come closer, the buoyancy control device has several different sections. One section is weights. In each of these pockets, if you lift out, there's different weights, and they weight you, which is how much you need in order to make sure you can sink or stay down. And so there's weights, and you have to make sure when you put the weight in here that it clicks in all the way so it's not going to fall out. The next thing is this hose hooks to my air tank, and so when I push this button, it puts air in my BCD. You see the air pumping up in my BCD? When I push this button, the air goes out of the BCD. My goal is to be neutrally buoyant, meaning I have the right amount of weight and the right amount of air that I can stay off the bottom and not float to the top, but stay neutrally buoyant as I go through and swim with fish. So there's a dive computer, and the dive computer calculates how much time you've been in the air, meaning since my last dive, 57 minutes. I have to wait at least 1 hour in between dives. Also, it tells me my last dive was 49 feet for 67 minutes. That's how long I stayed underwater. And then this device tells me how much air I have, PSI, and that tells me right now I'm over 3,000. So I'm gonna wait here about 1 or 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna have you watch me step off, and then once I get in, I'll have air to make sure I can float. I'll put my mask down, my regulator in, and I'll hold it so when I go underwater, I don't lose my mask or my regulator. Then once I come back up, I'll look at the person on the boat and say, I'm okay. And once everyone's in and ready, then I'm gonna take this, let the air out, and because I have my weights, you'll see me go right under and get neutrally buoyant and ready to scuba dive. Okay, I'll see you at the bottom.
Oh,